what are some key factors that answer the question, is your product ready for user acquisition? Like, how do you know that when your product is ready for user acquisition?
Okay, I'll tell you. So the way it works is you don't know. Your customers will tell you. Your users will tell you. So what you do is you create a product and you do a kind of a soft launch,
Like
not
a
under the real name,
beta sort of?
kind of a beta launch or an alpha launch. Share it with a few people and see what the response is like. And your people will tell you. So they'll give you ratings and you'll get a lot of suggestions to do, what to do, not to, what not to do, and all that. And then go on improvising it. Don't reveal the name. Maybe do it under a different name altogether. And then you'll know. So that's one way of doing it. One way I think I can think of it. It's again something that is not something that one shoe size doesn't fit all. There is different strategies have to be adopted for different products. But for a game, let's say, or for a functional app, it's something that one can do. Maybe not a branded app. So let's say if there's a recharge app, then that has to be branded with let's say Paytm or Recharge it now or Net or whatever. But this is one method that we use.
And next is it possible for a company to gain high virality without a scalable SEO strategy or paid customer acquisition channel?
Without SEO?
SEO, a scalable SEO strategy.
No, so I think scalable SEO is something that you must have, and it doesn't cost any money. It's mostly common sense still. Okay, so for example, the web SEO is now moved on to become a proper science. But on the app stores, SEO is still in a very nascent stage. And most brands and most companies have not recognized that. So what they do is they don't do enough of good SEO. So if you are reasonably good at it, you can beat them. So SEO comes for free. You must not let go of it. You must do it. As far as paid is concerned, paid has to be done smartly. So you have to, as a startup at least, you cannot throw away money. So you really have to figure out what is the niche, what is you're looking at, and then go after them. And maybe go after them again and again. And maybe don't look at the cost for acquisition, let's say, figure across the board. Look at the guys that you really want, and don't go for the junk deals. So when you're going for paid, you'll find there's a lot of junk that you will get. Don't go for that. Go only for the stuff that the kind of people you care about, and pay a premium for that, because they will further talk about it, and that's how you will earn on earned media and social.
Can just user interface and user experience drive virality, or what are the other factors that you think?
So I think So like I also mentioned inside, UX or usability is the science. And unfortunately in India, we see that a lot of these startups don't care too much about UX. So they'll come up with a design. I'll show to my friends, I'll show to my brother, and if they say, this is fine, so fine, let's go ahead. But it's not like that. Because we are only a small segment in a lot of segments that you may otherwise have in your app, for your app. So UX is extremely important. And it is scientific, it is not difficult to explain. A good UX can drive usage, make it seamless, make it easy to use. And then of course something which is easy to use and which makes you do what you want to do is inherently social. Because I will go and tell people, do this to get it done. And once you're comfortable using one app or one interface, you just don't want to move to anything else. So change by large companies like Google when they change their interfaces, Facebook when they change their interfaces, though these are our most loved social networks and all, but we still don't like the change. We don't want to change. So if you're used to if you give a good UX in an app and the guy gets what he wants to do, there's nothing more that he wants. And he's going to talk about it. He's your loyal customer.